Welcome, everyone, to another episode of the Smart Nerd Podcast. This is Ariel, and also we are joined by Harold, as per usual. I don't know if anyone is going to get into this in the middle of this recording because this is an open Skype call to a group, and we might have visitors during the recording, and that's something out of my control.
Good night, everyone. Well, we might not be as scheduled as... Actually, we don't know what day we're going to release this anyway on a weekly basis, but we're here.
Yeah, we're here. That's the important thing, that we're doing this. We're not quitting. We're not going, or like DiCaprio said in The Wolf of Wall Street, we're not fucking leaving, just like Paige did. But someone did leave this week, but we'll leave that for later. We're going to talk about Full Gear, the recap of the pay-per-view from last week. Mostly we had it right, and there were big surprises in the ones that we didn't get right. We got Moxley right. I think we did, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay. The Bucks, I didn't have it right. Bucks won, which was a surprise for me. You picked the Bucks or you picked FTR?
I think we all picked FTR, to be honest.
Yeah, because we kind of thought that we're going to get the Cody gimmick. You know, we said we're never going to go after the title, and then lo and behold, they're going to be the TNT tag team titles, which BT referenced as a gag. But the thing is, the Bucks won the belt, and as they revealed later in the week, that was a Tony Khan call. They wanted it to remain titleless for over a year, but Tony Khan made the call and said, "No, you guys winning. You guys go over." And the big surprise of the night, Darby fucking Allin wins the match. He is
totally the upset of the night, to be honest.
Yes, TNT champion, new TNT champion Darby Allin. And also, finally, the Sammy Guevara Matt Hardy rivalry is finally done, with Matt Hardy picking up the W as you guys predicted. I wanted Sammy just for spite, just to have it, but I'm glad the way it finished, and it was a great ending to the longest reigning feud. Well, it was the longest until it died on Saturday. The longest running feud in AEW history. So that one is out of the way. Okay, so that's all the recaps on Full Gear. We're not going to do reviews of the week because you probably have other sources for that, and also you have eyes and ears. You can go search that shit for yourself.
We also have like a lot of material for tonight. I don't think we're gonna have enough time for this.
Yes, so let's dive right in. A lot of things happened during last weekend. Apparently, Del Rio got Alberto Del Rio, El Patron, whatever the hell you want to call him. You know, man that is currently probably going to be sentenced for the rest of his life for at least 20 years for, you know, being who he is. Got a win of what Paige said on I think it was a podcast or a video or a vlog with certain girls from another wrestling organization. She was talking with Mickie James and other women that are from other organizations, and she was talking about the abuse she received. Mind you, she never said Alberto Del Rio's name. She never mentioned him per name. But the details that she gave, everybody within a half a brain understood that she was talking about Alberto Del Rio. So it seems that the news got to him while he's in prison right now, because currently he is in prison. And he threatened to sue her. Like, the balls on this guy. Don't you agree? The balls on this fucking guy. He is currently on trial, or is going to be on trial, for kidnapping a woman, beating her to death, threatening her life, and he did the same thing to Paige, and he's threatening to sue Paige for defamation of character.
He has the balls made of the heaviest metal in existence.
Plomo macizo.
I do not understand if is he still getting whatever he had before getting arrested, because he is still out of his mind. I don't think he is sober still.
I mean, he must
still whatever he is on in. he's still in and while in prison.
Yeah, he must be doing them Tony Montana thing, you know, that Tony Montana a white powder that he used before they gunned him down, that he still has strength to resist like 18 caliber bullets go riddling his body, and he was still standing. Maybe that's the things that he's doing there in prison. I don't know, but goddamn, he the balls on this guy, the balls.
How can you say after being charged twice for pretty much the same thing, because this is the same thing you did to Paige, you did it to the last one who actually got you into prison. Paige was good enough not to pursue you legally, and you got the balls to say that it was all the other way around, that she was actually the one doing the physical and mental abuse to you. Come on, man.
Como se dice aquí en República Dominicana, que timbales.
Pero unos señores timbales, ya no son timbales, son conga.
That left me flabbergasted. I'm like, the most foolish shit action. That's almost to the level of a certain president of the United States. But let's not go there. Oh, by the way, he lost. Fuck him. So we're gonna keep it on Paige because it was not a good weekend for her. The woman, god damn it. She had a home invasion, for fuck's sake. A very disturbed fan tried to get into her house. Thankfully, her boyfriend was in the house and kind of, I don't know what he did. Was he like a chokehold on the dude until the police came? He restrained the dude until the police came in. And for what I read, that Paige said, the boyfriend was ready to put him to sleep in a permanent manner if it wasn't for the cops that came along. I mean, thankfully she's okay. She's continued to do her Twitch as a big fuck you to WWE, and that's another subject where we're saving for the big ending. But god damn it, Paige, como decimos aquí, no sale de una.
Yeah, nunca falta un roto para un descosido.
Yeah.
But haven't you noticed that at least every 2 weeks we have to talk about douchebags doing douche stuff?
Well, with Lars Sullivan and Del Rio, who practically has become the patron saint of douchebaggery. Yeah, unfortunately, hay de todo en la viña del Señor.
We have at least every 2 weeks, we have to cover some stupid shit by some stupid asshole that just doesn't understand common sense.
Well, you know, we're talking about in the U.S., and that's pretty much open season in terms of TikToks. And they'll make me explain what the term TikTok means. It has to do with the word R-worded. So I'll let you do the conclusions there. You know, do the math. Figure out what it means. If you don't, well, you don't. But either way, thankfully she's okay. She's fine. That's the important thing, that she's fine. And she's still doing her Twitch. She's still making that dough, and WWE can go suck a dick. People who are not sucking dick right now is AEW, though. AEW is doing gangbusters after that fucking phenomenal pay-per-view, which I think, and the consensus agrees, that it was the best AEW pay-per-view of the year. And it did not disappoint at any level whatsoever. The card was stacked up from top to bottom, and all the matches were awesome. No match sucked. Even the bathroom breaks that you guys were complaining about, the women's matches, that one didn't suck as well. So AEW is doing gangbusters, and their follow-up to that and their Dynamite, it was also fucking gangbusters, with one of the best matches I've seen in a while, with Rey Fenix versus Penta El Zero M again, where the rematch, where those two fucking literally destroyed each other. And mind you, this is a program that had a bunkhouse match where everybody bled like 18 pints of blood. So there was, I mean, what was it, Butcher or the Blade that was like throwing like a sprinkler system out of his forehead?
I believe it was Blade.
Yeah, it was the Blade. It was a fucking sprinkler system. He hung through the ropes and the blood was like. There's a visual for you guys.
It was like fresh paint anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't an area that didn't get a coat of red. So AEW has been kicking it on all cylinders, and in this week they announced the official announcement of AEW Games, and we thought that we were just gonna get the console game, which they did give us a little sneak peek, but it's an unfinished version, so I'm not gonna shit on the graphics because they did look kind of WWE All Stars, kind of, that type of graphics, not like the Battleground that's coming out now, because that one looks exaggerated cartoonishly. This one looks more closer to the real realm, but the news is that the team that made WWF No Mercy back in the N64 is the team that is going to be working on this AEW game for console. So that is for you nostalgia guys that used to play the N64. And if you didn't get to play it on the N64 and you emulated on your PCs back in the day, that is the most fun wrestling game I've ever played, in my opinion. And in my opinion, also the best wrestling game, period. No competition, nothing comes close to it. That's my opinion. I could be wrong. What the hell do I know? But they got the same team that worked on that is going to be working on the console game for AEW. They also announced 2 mobile games as well, and an AEW t-shirt division, I think that they announced as well. And the gag of the night was having Kenny Omega, referee Aubrey Edwards, la novia de Adam Cole, ¿cómo se llama? Britt Baker, and Cody Rhodes all dressed up a la Steve Jobs with the black turtlenecks, jeans, and glasses, making those announcements. And I gotta say, AEW is still kicking it. It's still killing it, and it is just great news for wrestling fans all over the world that we have options.
I said this on the group. I do believe the game is not going to be full simulator, which is not a bad thing. I'm not complaining. As long as the game is fun, and I do believe it's going to be fun just from the fact that the guys that made the very best wrestling game to date, no other wrestling game has actually been able to surpass that game still today. Because to be honest, I have been playing wrestling games from the NES.
Me too.
So PC.
Me too.
And I haven't found a better game than No Mercy.
Shit.
So if these guys are going to be involved in it, I do expect great things from this game.
Yeah, I don't shit too much on the graphics because they did tell you it's not a finished product. It's not the finished graphics. It could be that they changed it a little bit because, let's be honest, the graphics that they showed is kind of PlayStation 3 level, right? I mean, it wasn't that great, but again, it was something that they threw in just to give you an illustration of how the game could look like.
Again, for me, graphics, they're really good and everything, but without a proper gameplay, graphics are nothing.
Exactly. So it doesn't really matter the graphics that much as long as the gameplay kicks ass. And if it's the team that made the greatest wrestling game ever till this day, then fuck it. I don't give a shit how it looks. ¿Cómo fue que yo dije en el grupo? Que se puede ver así como Pocoyo. It can look like Pocoyo. Pocoyo fighting his friends. And I don't give a shit. If it has that gameplay like No Mercy, fuck it. I'll buy it. I'll sell a car. I'll sell my car. I'll get a PlayStation 5. Fuck it. Who needs a fucking car anyways? I mean, I need the exercise. I'm fat as fuck. I'm fat as fuck. I need the exercise. Fuck the car. I get a PlayStation. I get to play that game. So that's all I give a shit about right now. Logic. Winning, exactly. And now we're gonna go into the deep end of shit because unfortunately, in this one we need to divide it in multiple layers because, goddamn, what a fucking night! We're recording this Saturday night on the 14th, mind you. So just as reference, so if you're listening to this, or you talk, what about it last night? Well, if you're a wrestling fan and you don't live under a rock, you probably know what happened last night. Zelina Vega, a 4-year veteran in WWE between NXT and her stints in Raw and her very, very brief stint on SmackDown, was let go last night, and she got the infamous Future Endeavored. The details were kind of sketchy, but at 10 minutes before the announcement was made by WWE, she made a tweet saying she supports unionization. Was it like that she wrote?
Yeah, she did write that, actually.
Yeah, and for what we know now, she actually tweeted that after she was told, because the announcement was made official later, but she was already let go when she made that tweet. So it wasn't due to that tweet. It was due to other reasons. Apparently, she was one of the few vocal persons that was speaking out against the infamous verdict that Vince McMahon made a couple of months ago regarding wrestlers that have Twitch accounts or any third-party account that is not WWE affiliated, that they needed to close those things and make new accounts with WWE, so that WWE can get the big percentage of the revenue what those accounts make, and they would get a small percentage of what those accounts make, which we have criticized in the past and been very, very clear that WWE is, or specifically the mastermind behind this, which is clearly Vincent Kennedy McMahon, can go eat a giant Mount Everest size of bag of dicks. Because these guys, they're doing something in their leisure, in their free time. It is well-known knowledge that all wrestlers, most of them, now don't have that, 1980s lifestyle, that going into bars, drinking their asses off, getting high as fuck. Well, there's exceptions here and there. Matt Riddle. Bro. Anyway, and all of them are gamers. All of them, and professional fucking gamers, mind you. AJ Styles has been twitching for a while before WWE. He is an infamous Xbox user. God help him.
Hey, man.
God help him. Xavier Woods, infamously known by Up, Up, Down, Down. The rest is history in terms of gaming. So this news hit everybody like a nuclear bomb, and, it set off waves. The only one so far that has survived the edict, because if you do something against her, hell has no fury, like the entire world scorned, as in Paige, which we already mentioned. WWE wouldn't have the balls to do anything to Paige because she has broken her neck twice for the company. And if they fire her over this Twitch ban, it would look so fucking horrible on them to doing something for a wrestler that basically almost committed quadriplegia on her own fucking body for their sake, and they're firing her just because they want a piece of her money. So they wouldn't do that. But Zelina is well enabled. She was threatening, not threatening. She was gonna do an OnlyFans account, but settle down, kids. Get your pants in. Settle down. No nudes. It's just cosplay, because she is an infamous nerd. She's a geek. She loves manga and shit. So she was gonna go cosplay with manga shit and comic book stuff as well. So calm down. No nudes. No nudes. So she was threatening to do that while she was still had semi-retired her account. I mean, she did have her Twitch account open, but she gave it to someone to admin it while she was out. So it wasn't closed, but she wasn't the one giving the content. So I think that's where the problem started with her, that as in why they fired her, because the account was not closed. It was not closed. It was just being used by someone else in the meantime. So what do you think?
What do I think, man? There's a lot of things that I wanted to say right now, but just to avoid maybe, I don't know, being pursued by things or something like that, and nothing. Not that he will do any of that, because I
Who
don't think
the
he's gonna be
fuck
listening
knows
to
who
this,
we
but-
are? Who the fuck
but-
knows who we are?
There are so many things that I wanted to say right now that I'm a little bit overwhelmed, to be honest. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. This is not fair at all. You know, those guys are not doing anything right now. House shows are done for good, at least from the time being.
Oh,
So they're not doing shit.
oh shit! I forgot to talk about that. Yes, no. The thing is that, and this kind of goes related to the news. Yeah, this kind of goes in. That there was an announcement told to the wrestlers that for the foreseeable future, no house shows. For the foreseeable, even if they lift off all the restrictions, even by a miracle, COVID died tomorrow, they're still considering house shows dead. So basically, for the foreseeable future, even if everything opens up, house shows are dead. So that income gone. That's it. Gone. So what is left for these guys to earn extra cash for? I mean, the merch in WWE, you get a percentage that is laughable at best, unless you're a top guy. Unless you're a top guy, you get a percentage that is like, you would laugh at that type of percentage. So, fuck. It's not like you guys are hurting money. WWE allegedly, and what they report to their investors, is that they're making money hand over fist right now in the middle of COVID. They're making money hand over fist, and they're bitching about, we need more money. Well, what the fuck? You guys are already making more money. You more than covered your end in terms of making money, and you still want to take these guys' money? Fuck you, WWE. Fuck you.
Vince has totally gone senile, and he needs to be removed. Not only creative wise, business wise also, because he is starting to fuck it up on the business side of things, because he's trying to get away with things that just are not even legal. It doesn't matter what they do outside of any WWE platform. That's something that belongs to them, the wrestlers. Even if a referee does something outside WWE, it's them.
That's their fucking business.
It belongs to them. So, come on, man. I don't understand. This is not like they're trying to use WWE's YouTube channel to make money from.
Exactly. And like that. I mean, there's no way they can justify this and saying that, oh no, we made them famous. Zelina was a fucking wrestler before she was in the WWE. So what the fuck are you gonna? We made her more famous, therefore she needs to give us her money. Fuck you. That's her channel. She made it on her own before you fuckers were even in the conversation. She was a gamer before the WWE was part of her fucking life. So what the fuck you want her money for? What the fuck you want her, something that she built on her own, on her fucking her work, or her free fucking time, her investment, her time, her money, and you want to take a piece of it? Fuck you. That is like, how the fuck can you justify something like that? There's no justification for it. Anyway, her husband, Alistair Black, we don't know if this is even related in terms of what happened to her, but the leak is that the thing that got leaked is that he requested to be sent back to NXT, and understandably, because what the fuck they've been doing with him and SmackDown lately? Dick. They haven't done dick with him. So what? He's been sitting duck ever since he went back to Maine. Ever since they picked him in Maine, he's been a sitting duck. He's had a few feuds here and there, but nothing to be known. There goes Vin Diesel. And right now, he is the breadwinner in the family. Para el colmo de los colmos. He's the breadwinner right now because she's out of a job. She can't do dick until February of 2021. Thank you, WWE, for the 90-day no complete cost, you fucking dicks. Also, I would like to add, she went on her Twitch channel because now, who gives a shit? She's not employed. The rules do not apply to her. She went on her Twitch channel, and I'm honest. I'll say it. I'll fucking say it. I was expecting a pipe bomb. I was expecting her to, just put him on blast y decirle tu maldita madre a dos otros tigres. But no, she took the high road. She was very nice. She cried for the first 15 minutes, mind you. I saw the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing, but at least half an hour of it. She cried through the first 15 minutes. She was crying, reading the comments of people being supportive and whatnot. She just like the first 15 minutes crying and saying thank you to everybody. And then when she finally composed herself, she was like, okay, I need to thank a few people. She thanked Tommy Dreamer first, then The Rock, then Triple H, and then Stephanie. Said that those were the four people, but she said especially Tommy Dreamer and The Rock were the two people that believed in her the most in WWE. And they fought for her, and they went at bat for her more times than she can count. And she thanked Triple H and Stephanie because they helped her when she was developing in NXT. So she thanked those four people, and she said she wasn't going to talk shit about WWE because she said that she found a lot of friends there. She still has a lot of friends there. She loves a lot of people there. And not everything that you hear, she said, not everything that you hear is bad about there. There's some good people there. It's just that, well, she didn't, no fue en detalle ahí. But she's thankful. She said she was going to do her Twitch now practically full time until she's able to wrestle again full time. She says she's not going to retire. She got to live up a dream, and then she started crying again because remembering her dad. She said that she did it for her and her dad. And then she was mostly just then talking with the fans. So that is fucked up. I'm still fucking pissed.
There's a big reason to be fucking pissed about this, and to be honest, if she returns back to wrestling, it is because she loves to do it. Because I believe right now, with all that is happening, I do believe she's gonna be making more money than ever in Twitch.
Yeah, I mean, she got like, I mean, dude, she had when at the highest of the stream, she got over 500,000 views. And she got like 50,000 new subscribers that night, including me. That's me included right there. I'm one of those. Granted, I went there just to see if she was going to pipe bomb some motherfucker, but nah, she went the high road. God damn it. That would have made good content for tonight, but okay, I mean, you're a good person. You're a good person, Zelina. You're a good person.
I do understand why she didn't do it, to be honest.
Yeah, you don't want to burn that bridge.
No, it's not only that, actually. It's what she says. She has a lot of things to be thankful for. And just for this one person, she's not going to fuck that up. Because, to be honest, it's just one single motherfucker that is fucking everything around WWE.
Yeah, she said herself that she met the love of her life. She met her husband there. She said, "Why the hell I'm going to be mad at that place? That's where I found love." She said, "I found my love there."
Exactly. So she got so many good things from there that just it doesn't do justice to go and rant about the place, because the place is not bad.
Yeah.
To be honest. And at the end of the day, I watch Raw and SmackDown. I watch Raw just to
God bless you.
Toxify myself, of course.
God
but
bless you.
It's not in support of Vince or the company or whatever. It's just in support of the wrestlers that works their ass off to entertain. At the end of the day, they do deserve support and respect. The superstars and the referees, those that actually do the work.
Yeah. Another thing that we can add in this, I mean, because this is a multi-layer cake. This one, Jesus Christ.
A huge one.
Yeah. Another thing that happened last night was that once she let out that tweet, thanking the fans, that was another tweet she did afterwards, after the announcement was made. But the tweet that she made about she's in favor of unions, the president of SAG, that's the union for actors in Hollywood. If you're an actor, you're in a union. Basically, we can practically say that wrestlers should be considered actors and stunt doubles at the same time, because they do their own stunts, and what do you know? Wrestling is a fake. So they're doing a performance, and the performance, guess what? Who also do performances? Actors. So it kind of files in, and the president of SAG sent her an email, sent her a personal message through Twitter, letting her know, like, hit me up. This is my email. Gave her fucking email, like, hit me up. We got shit to talk about. The plot thickens. If that woman gets the 411, the intel of what she could be eligible for, that spells horrible news, not just for WWE. I mean, maybe other places, like, I don't know, AEW. AEW is way more flexible, and any other promotion in the U.S. as well, like our Ring of Honor and whatnot. They would be a little bit more flexible. But WWE, this will make them bleed out of the asshole. If people like an organization like SAG get involved in this shit, it is bad fucking news for WWE.
Vince, oh my God, Vince, don't try to pull this off. Don't try to pull this one off. Just sit this one out. You don't want to. This is a battle you don't want to fight.
He fucking poked the bear on this. He poked the bear, and now the bear has woken up. A bear just woke up and like, oh, opportunity has knocked. They just released a wrestler for refusing to do something that she does on her leisure. It's something that is her personal fucking business, like owning a Twitch channel, which any human being, including in China, can do so.
You know, Vince is actually right now giving Andrew Yang reasons to rant at him. Oh. Andrew Yang didn't have actually much reasons to do so, but now he does have enough to go for him.
Oh, Andrew Yang is not above this situation. Actually, he tweeted about it because somebody... Tú sabes cómo somos en este mundo de la lucha libre. Una vez chismoso todo. Le tiró una línea y threw him a line and say, hey, look what's happening, Andrew Yang. Andrew Yang, look at this situation right here. What do you think? And his response was simply, oh, I haven't forgotten about Vince McMahon. That was his simple reply. And unless you've been living under a rock these couple of weeks, the projected winner in a over 90% chance right now is Joe Biden. In over 90% now. It's practically a done deal. Joe Biden is the future or the next president of the United States. That means we're going liberal. That means that whatever powers that be that were protecting Vincent Kennedy McMahon are now done for, and Andrew Yang has been politicking his way to become like a very big enforcer in labor laws in the United States. And he said that he wanted to grab Joe Biden's ear regarding this situation in particular, regarding the Twitch ban on wrestlers. So any way that you see this, it is fucking bad news for Vince.
Totally. At the end of the day, Vince is gonna have to cease and desist of doing such stupid things. Maybe, I don't know, somebody can give him a chill pill. Stephanie, please do so. You're his daughter.
I think that shit went off the rails already a long time ago, and they were like, fuck it. Let him throw himself on a goddamn wall. We're just going to pick up the pieces and run with what's left afterwards. Let him destroy the fucking thing, because apparently that's what his pig-headedness is about right now, destroying this shit. Because he hasn't realized that it's the 21st century and he's no longer living in a fucking trailer park in the 1960s. You dumb fuck. Like, I mean, and it's weird that we're insulting a guy who we've never met in our fucking lives. Apparently we will never will. And he is in charge of giving a good chunk of our youth in their childhood. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have WWF, now turned WWE, and now he has become a 1,000% total asshole.
He has become a parody of himself.
It is fucking like, look, people, whoever is listening, it's not that like we have decided, oh, It's shitting on Vince night. Let's shit on Vince. Let's open his mouth wide open and just drop like giant logs of shit on his mouth. No, it's not that. It's not that.
He already beat us to it.
Exactly. He's fucking doing this shit. Nobody forced his hand to tell him, hey, you know what a big douchebaggery idea it is? Let's steal these fuckers' money that they're making on the side while we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. Let's fucking do that. Let's take their fucking Twitch channel, take all the revenue they make out of that, and give them some change because, hell, we have no house shows now, but business is good here. But, yeah, we're still suffering for some money. Let's take it out of the fucking wrestlers because fuck them. What they do? What the fuck did they do for us? I don't know. They're just the fucking talent that produces the show. There's the fucking pieces that we see on TV. They're the fucking people that we actually root or go against as. Nothing important. Nothing of particular value, right? You dumb motherfucker. I mean, yes. I don't know how else to describe it.
I believe we do have to change the name of this episode at the end of this podcast. We're gonna have to change the name to Ranting at Vince for Reasons.
Like shit on Vince, or I don't know. Yeah, shit on Vince. Because why not?
Yeah, because why not? Exactly. It's for free. And it is a trend, and it is fun, and fuck you.
I mean, he's giving us a plethora of material to shit on him. I mean, just the last 20 years, for God's sake. Just the last 20 years of the shittiest product known to man. Between Katie Vick, which was bad enough as is, should be the top of the Mount Everest of shit that he has produced in the last 2 years. By also taking advantage of a dead wrestler who we recently celebrated his passing, Eddie Guerrero, who he milked a fucking year's worth of storylines out of a dead body. Let's see what else. I mean, at least he didn't have the decency. At least he had the decency of not fucking around with Chris Benoit, because why you want to fuck around with that one, right?
No. That's actually somewhere you don't want to get.
Yeah, I mean, at least he didn't have the cojones to play around with that one.
Yeah.
I mean, but then everything else is pretty much fair game. I mean, he made fun of God. I mean, for you atheists, that's nothing. But for people that believe in God, that is something very sacrilegious. So... the dude that has no fucking personal value for anything other than his own ego and whatever the fuck he finds funny. And he has made a total shit show of wrestling. Made a bunch of wrestlers kind of question even their own sanity. He infamously made CM Punk quit. I mean, CM Punk is CM Punk. Good
he
and bad.
Fired Punk the day of his wedding.
Oh yeah. That was, I forgot to mention that one. He fired him on his wedding day. And if you believe that wasn't on purpose, I have a bridge to sell you with the water running underneath it. You know, it's just amazing what levels of shittiness he is willing to go down for. And then he found this thing. This fucking Twitch thing. I mean, who the fuck was it? I would like to know who the fuck was it to let him know, oh, they make this kind of figures on their Twitch. And he was like, what? You're telling me we're not making that kind of money? What the fuck? Who was the one who snitched at him and told him, oh, these guys are making this kind of money on their Twitch? And then he decides to pursue this in the middle of a fucking pandemic.
Well, when this pandemic actually kicked out, has given Vince a little bit more of time to think about a thing or two, especially after XFL decided, we're going to shit and we're not going to do anything.
Oh, yeah, and
of course, before The Rock and company actually bought them.
Exactly. I think that bites him a little hard because, like, I used to feed this kid. He only had like $7 in his pocket when I fucking hired him. And now he fucking bought it right under my fucking nose because fucking COVID hit me when I was fucking down. And he fucking bought it, and his ex-wife as well. And now they're going to turn this into the next big thing. And I'm out of it. Fuck. So I guess he's now, out of spite, is going to take it on wrestlers. I mean, we're speculating here.
Somebody's got to pay for this, damn it.
Yeah, we're speculating here. We're not talking matter of factly. We're filling in hours for a podcast. we're filling fucking time.
We're filling fucking time, but to be honest, that's something that we still had on our heads.
Yes, I mean
it's not like we're creating it from nowhere. Actually, after all of this happened, our minds got full with so many things. We will not finish today if we would say everything.
And the thing is that with Vince, nothing is off the table. You have to consider every conceivable idea because he is not. There's not a low he wouldn't go, and he's showing it. He's showing it. He's showing it right now. This is like. I don't even know how to equate it. It's like if you own a business and you find out your employees are making side money doing something that has zero to do with what you're doing, paying them for, and then you decide, I like this business that you guys are in. By the way, I'm gonna take over it now, and you guys get percentages just because I'm a good guy. But we had this business way before you even got a whiff out of it. What the fuck? Don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Give these things to me, and I will make money now, and I'll give you something because I'm a good guy.
Because I can, and fuck everyone else.
Yeah, it's like such an asshole move. It's such a fucking asshole move. And it's not like we wake up every day and just to say, oh, how am I going to shit on Vince today? Because that's what I live for. I just love shitting on Vince. No, he just finds the fucking thing and does it for himself and irritates half the universe by his fucking actions. Except the people who he sucks his dick on. I don't know. pick a name from that side of the world that sucks his dick. I don't know.
Whatever. To be honest, I can see right now Triple H is just trying to, get his head down and not look at Vince doing so much stupid things, like face palming himself. Like, oh my god!
No. Triple H is
gonna do this.
Triple H is burying himself in NXT. That's what he's doing. He's barricading himself. It's like, okay, this is my little world. Here's where I have control. Whatever happens out there, none of my fucking business. I don't give a shit. Let him destroy that shit. As long as I have this little piece of the pie, I'm good. As long as I have this little creative freedom, this little creative control, I'm good. Fuck him and fuck whatever he does. Those guys have to swim in a river of fucking crocodiles, sharks, whatever the fucking analogy you want to add to it. They have to survive that environment in order to, I don't know, have some sort of peace of mind. I mean, for fuck's sake, the woman's husband, Alistair Black, is requesting going back to NXT. Do you know what a demotion that is? After you earning main roster money. Main roster money is like, I don't know, triple the amount that they make in NXT?
Maybe, but I actually give him the benefit of this case. He has two reasons
to
go back to NXT. Reason number one, he's not doing shit in main roster. Yes. He's getting paid good, but he ain't doing shit. Reason number two, I don't think he wants to see Vince's face for a long time.
Yeah. After what happened to his wife.
So, I actually would have done the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Although Vince is not doing it for him because fuck you and I know why you're doing this, so you're not gonna getting away with it, and you're gonna do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah. Pretty much. I mean,
so unfortunately, this is really sad, especially for us wrestling fans. Um, we don't like when this environments of wrestling are actually so hostile, because at the end of the day we understand the hard work they go through without having been yelled at by Vince or whoever. The
Yep.
work they have to do, the effort, the everything, rehearsals and everything to avoid, getting hurt and doing it right for the fans. Now to get yelled at by this motherfucker for stuff that's not their fault and it's something that belongs to them and yada yada yada. It is sad. It is real sad for the wrestlers.
No, and trying to get logic out of that head. This is the same fucking head that thought that Katie Vick was a funny angle. Like necrophilia. Yeah, that's fun. Necrophilia. That's fun. Yeah, I mean, have a dude just jizz all over a fucking cadaver in a funeral parlor. That's fun.
Well, it comes from the same guy that actually pitched an incest angle with Stephanie.
Oh, yeah, the same guy that pitched that angle. Yeah, I forgot about that. That beautiful. And it's actually the only angle that Stephanie was like, no.
Thank you, but no.
No. By the way, this is the beauty, because the incest angle was to how to write her actual pregnancy to her actual husband Triple H into the storyline, and the storyline was to have Vince as the father of his own daughter's kid. Very Chinatown of him.
That belongs like in a horror movie or something like that.
Like this
that
is the
does
man.
not belong in wrestling at all.
Like this is the man that thinks that these type of ideas is what's missing in order to entertain the masses. Yeah, this is exactly what we all are craving for. Holy shit! I mean, and yet you have Cornette bitching about a dinner debonair and not about that kind of shit. I mean, I would imagine he did shit on that completely. I would imagine. Because as far gone as Cornette is, I don't think that type of shit is part of his parlay. It's not part of his game.
Nah, not at all. So
This is...
I just got something here from Wrestling News.
Oh, let it go.
So Bianca Belair is leaving the door open for possible NXT return.
Oh,
it seems
Lord.
Those actually have been called up. They don't want to stay there anymore for some reason.
Oh, Jesus.
So, yeah, that. Vince, you're not getting it right with your employees. What is going on, bro?
Oh, my God. I like, this is the thing. When you see wrestlers that are in the developmental program, aka the little leagues, because let's face it, yeah, NXT is in the USA Network, but let's be fucking honest. Just look at the show presentation as itself. I mean, wrestling wise aside, because we already talked about this in nauseum in other podcasts, the wrestling is fucking gold. The booking, the wrestling is fucking gold in NXT. No complaints on this side from me whatsoever on that department. But let's be fucking realistic. NXT is the rookie leagues of WWE. Yes or no? It is the rookie league. Yes or no?
It is pretty much the rookie leagues, but yes, it is only that. It is pretty much the developmental, but man, their takeovers are so much better than any main event pay-per-view.
Dude, just that you remember what we said last week. The Dragon, whatever the fucking Russian's name is, and Walter, that match first 5-star match in years in WWE. A fucking match that was in the other side of the planet from a fucking developmental program in Europe won the 5-star match in WWE. And that's
a guy that doesn't want to get moved anywhere.
No. And this is not a knock on those two guys. Those two guys are well-oiled machines in the wrestling industry in terms of being actual fucking wrestlers. That's not a knock on them. What I'm saying is that the actual main product, aka Raw and SmackDown, has produced wrestling-wise, dick. They haven't done dick.
Piles of shit.
They haven't done dick.
It is diarrhea after diarrhea every week.
So, this one, I mean, this podcast already has the most negative connotation of all of them, of all the ones we've recorded so far. This is number 5, and it feels like we were just shitting on the product, and it's not the product itself. It's Vince. This fucking Twitch ban, on top of the badly fucking booking of angles in the main roster. Having these guys that are coming from NXT so fucking upset that they have been sent to a land where there is nothing for them, or just get buried on a weekly basis, or eat a fucking table like Lana is every fucking week. That they have these guys coming from NXT, so like, no, I want to go back. I want to go back to the minor leagues, because at least they treated me like a human being. You know, instead of with this, whatever this motherfucker has as a mood this day.
And then they ask why Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa don't want to be called up.
They'll fucking be jobbers in the first fucking week. They'll be jobbers in the first fucking week. They'll get buried as quicker. Jesus Christ.
And again, yes, we're talking like a lot of negativity stuff here, but of course, we need to vent.
I mean,
somehow we need to vent, and this is the place for us to do it.
Yeah, this is our platform. This is, if you don't like us being negative Nancy's saying our shit, well, you know, you got other options out there. But this is our platform. This is where we vent our frustrations. And we're letting WWE know that not WWE, the booking and the presentation so far, with certain exceptions here and there, it is shit. It is fucking shit. And this little thing that, well, this is not supposed to be known. This is a private matter between the employees and the employer. Well, it is public knowledge now, so we don't like it that you're fucking these people in the ass for just being petty assholes, for trying to get a bigger cash grab. Sorry, than you're already having with whatever negotiations you have with the networks and merchandises and whatnot. I don't know how the fuck they're managing to get more money. Oh yeah, they released a bunch of people during the year as well. You know, that liberated some cash as well. And the balls that they have, because I don't know if you heard, but last week they were talking about hiring No Way Jose back.
Yes, I did hear about that. They're trying to get No Way Jose back. Supposedly, that's something we cannot confirm, but it's actually sounding like a lot. So it might actually be a little bit believable. And to the credit of that news, it comes from a guy that actually does not remember when he fired or hired someone.
Yes.
The guy who actually didn't remember Luke Gallows was Festus and Fake Kane back then. Fuck you. This is and then people might ask, why are these guys ranting so much? We have our fucking reasons, man.
We have a plethora of reasons. We've been paying attention for years.
Like, come on, man. This is just not even funny anymore.
It would be funny if it wasn't so fucking sad.
Exactly.
It would be funny if it wasn't so fucking sad. I mean, because people's lives are being ruined. Zelina right now, Zelina Vega is not wrestling. She's not living her dream right now because fuckhead McMahon decided that, okay, well, let's make an example out of this bitch who I actually allegedly liked. Because remember all those rumors like, oh, I see her as a potential superstar. I see her as a future star in the women's division. Fire her ass. Just because she still had her Twitch channel, which she was not using herself. She had it open and gave it, I don't know, maybe a cousin of hers. I don't know who the fuck it was. But somebody was managing on her while she was out. She was respecting the edict. Yeah, the channel was open, but she wasn't doing any promotions there. She was out. When he told her, cut it out, she stopped. But the channel was open and she left it on someone else to manage it. In the meantime. Why?
Apparently that was not good enough for him.
Yeah. And why she didn't do it? Because she already built a fan base there. She already built friendships there. Because she built people that she knew there. She didn't want to close that thing right out of the bat. So she just left it open and had someone else, admin, in the meantime, while she thought that the whole thing was going to blow off. Apparently, and not apparently, well, we already know it didn't. So she's back doing her shit.
Well, can we actually go into a little bit of a higher note right now? There's something that we were asking also to please happen, and our prayers have been answered. So the Mysterio Rollins rivalry is finally over.
Thank you, Jesus.
It's finally done. Their last match was last night on SmackDown.
Oh,
Murphy turned on Seth, and then Rey Mysterio accepted Murphy and the family, yada, yada, yada. It is done with. And finally.
Also, what we can thank for this feud, Becky getting pregnant. Because the reason he's going to be off TV is so that he can be with his girlfriend. And they can take maternal and paternal leave to be with the newborn kid because Becky is due on December. So that's the reason why he's going to be off TV, because he wants to be there with her while she is about to push, little baby Messiah out of her hoo-ha or getting a C-section. I don't know. That's too deep. That's too deep and personal, right?
My God,
that's too deep and personal. Well, anyway, kudos to them, and Seth. Next time, learn your pull-out game. Learn the pull-out game. Learn how to pull out.
Can anyone actually tell the WWE that? Okay, yes, Seth's supposed to be a heel, but to be honest, with this Messiah persona, he is not a heel I want to boo to. I don't want to hate him because it is not, for me. It's just sad. They're getting him to a Baron Corbin level.
Oh God!
And mind you, the guy can't talk, but I don't know. I don't like this Messiah persona.
No, it's kind of too late for that. I mean, probably he'll use the hiatus time to figure out a better gimmick to use when he comes back, or he'll just simply be back as Seth Rollins and be a babyface. Or because I think that would be the plan. Yeah, if I were WWE, I'd bring him back as a babyface, so that way we can have Roman eat someone in his way to becoming the star of SmackDown. Because
yes.
right now, what do you have in SmackDown? Daniel Bryan? Daniel Bryan has maybe like a year or two left of useful time in the main roster. And after that, he's going to be like half wrestler, part-time wrestler and whatnot. Because he's going to be taking care of being the daddy at home and whatnot. Which kudos for him, because he got to come back. He got to, end his career on his own terms, which is fine, great, awesome on his end. But then after that, what do you got in SmackDown? Nobody. And nobody that I mean, you could say, well, Kevin Owens, but look how they've been using him.
Exactly. So yes, I think they could switch Rollins to be a face.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, this heel persona is not working so much. Actually, I liked the Architect one better. He was so annoying as the Architect that it was just not even funny. We wanted to hate his guts so much, at least in my case. It's something that actually worked.
Yeah.
But this one actually feels like flat.
Yeah. And it didn't get granted it didn't work that the dance partners that he had were not pushed well. I mean we're gonna have to go again with Kevin Owens, because they had a very good feud in Raw, but what did they do with Owens? I mean, what did this do for Kevin Owens? Nothing. He just beat him in WrestleMania. That's it. Cool spot and whatnot, but that's it. No further development from there. So, it felt like, oh, you beat Seth Rollins. Well, join the club. Who else hasn't beaten him?
And the match was excellent. The match at WrestleMania, it was excellent. I loved it.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, yes, it was mostly Kevin's decision to stay home because, wanted to take care of his kids during a worldwide pandemic. Especially being in one of the epicenters of that pandemic, a.k.a. Florida. he probably best decided, you know what, I better be at home. Just, no vaya a ser vaina que estos carajitos del diablo se meten un lío y se vayan a contaminar con cualquier animal que aparezca en el medio. Tú ves. Uno piensa así. I mean, me as a parent, I think that way. Like, yeah, let me stay at home. No vaya a ser cosa. No vaya a ser vaina.
Okay, so we have also for tonight another bad moment. Unfortunately, this episode is full of them.
Yeah.
So deal with it. Chelsea Green breaks her wrist on her SmackDown debut.
Fuck.
How unlucky you have to be.
Eso se llama tener sal, mi hermano.
Demasiada sal. You gotta go to the beach and throw yourself backwards at least 7 times.
Jesus Christ. I mean, she has the Dead Sea salt on her. Fuck. I mean, making your debut on SmackDown, going in an elimination match in order to determine who's going to go out and be in the SmackDown women's team and fucking break your wrist. I mean, I just feel the world for her. God damn it. Fuck. That sucks. That fucking sucks.
Yeah. It is sad.
Yeah.
Of course. You don't it's not something like actually you don't want to break your wrists just starting something new. You're just starting into the main event, into the main roster, and this happens. Now you have to undergo surgery, and who knows for how long you're gonna be out of action.
Yeah.
And that actually kills a lot of things. When you come back, it does not assure you that you're gonna be treated the same way that you were. That they were thinking of treating you when you were debuting. Sometimes they just get cold feet with the plans that they got for you.
No, and with this old fart that he makes up his mind on the second and then decides to scrap up everything. Like, apparently, for the second week in a row, the SmackDown script was written 30 or 20 minutes before the show after they had already planned out everything that was going to go down. They rewrote the whole damn show 20 minutes before.
Yeah.
For the second week.
For example, yesterday, the SmackDown show was totally rewritten.
Yeah.
Vince pretty much destroyed the script because he didn't like it like 2 hours before the show. And you actually know what you're going to be doing like an hour before. How the fuck you prepare for that?
I mean, as much as we have already shit on him, it sounds like working for him is like working for a 5-year-old dictator. No. Let me add.
Bro.
Let me add that. No. Scratch that. A 5-year-old dictator with Aspergers. Print that T-shirt.
We gotta make that design.
Oh, fuck. Oh. The 5-year-old dictator with Aspergers. That's his fucking name. Ooh.
Little boss.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Let's end it with that. A 5-year-old. That's the name of the podcast.
So,
that's gonna be the name of the podcast. The 5-year-old dictator with Aspergers.
Okay, so let's switch up. Let's try because I don't think we're gonna be able to. But let's try to switch a bit. Let's go back a bit to AEW. Last Wednesday's show was excellent.
Superb.
However, there was a segment that was not as good as their normal standard. That segment when this girl, Jade Cargill, interrupted Cody Rhodes to pretty much let him know that Shaquille O'Neal is on the watch. That was actually not exactly the reason why it was bad. It was just that she couldn't talk for shit.
I mean, she tried.
She was so nervous.
Yeah, she tried. She gave it a good old college try, but it fell flat for me.
Brandy had to come out and save the segment.
Yeah, she did.
And boy, did she do it.
She did.
She came out and saved the whole segment. The whole segment actually was good because of her.
I liked when I liked when the Amazonian slapped her ass, and her reaction was like she just miró el público, dropped the mic low. Oh no, this bitch didn't.
It was like, did she really tell me she didn't do that?
Oh yeah, she went all Booker T on it. She didn't do that. Tell me she did not do that. Oh, God.
So, she actually was signed to a multi-year contract with AEW.
She must be fucking good. As a wrestler, at least, because in the mic skills, it's still work in progress.
Work in progress. Now, if her in-ring work is as good as her physique, there is no competition for her inside that ring.
I mean, she's basically a fit China. A fit China.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. So,
she's hot though, but that's another subject.
Yeah. I mean, just hope that she can wrestle and that she can elevate that women's division, because although they do have good wrestlers, it is very poorly used. I've said it, and I even asked it on the group a couple of weeks ago. I said, is it me or the NWA's women's division is better booked or better presented in AEW than the actual AEW women's division? And Joha was like, dude, it's not you. it's not you, dude. It's not you. That's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on, man. It's not you. Oh, God. I mean, as good as AEW is, that's the Achilles heel for me. That's the only thing that I'm like, you gotta step it up here in the women's division, because say what you will about WWE, and we already did, and then some. I mean, we poured concrete on that shit. We buried a hole aside from here to Texas, and we poured concrete on that son of a bitch with like 80 fucking thousand miles of dynamite. We lit that son of a bitch dry. But as much shit as we talking about WWE, we have to say this: their women's division is leaps and bounds better than AEW's.
Actually, the women's division in WWE sometimes actually makes a better work than men's.
Yes. I mean,
they work their ass off so much. It's totally worth it to watch a women's match.
Yes, because mind you, these are not like wretched bitches that we're looking at on TV nowadays. It's not like, it's not like back in the days that we were getting only the divas that, just the eye candy, but zero wrestling talent whatsoever that had to be added years upon years of training later. No, these girls look awesome and can kick major ass.
Totally.
So they have the total package. They're beautiful and they can actually wrestle. So kudos on WWE. I mean, and that's not saying that the girls in AEW can't wrestle. They can. The problem is not being utilized correctly. I mean, Shida. I mean, how many times are going to put Shida and the other one, the Amazonian woman, the one she wrestled on Saturday? Whoever, what's her name again? Nyla Rose. Those two have wrestled, I don't know how many times now.
I don't know. So should we start another movement, like give every AEW women's a chance?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I mean, I think and when I say we, I mean the wrestling fans worldwide, they're being a little bit more lenient or not as harsh towards AEW, because technically AEW is a year old. So, we're not going to be that harsh on a product that's only a year and some change old. So, I mean, for the amount of time that they have, they're doing a lot. For the amount of time that they've been on and the attention that they have grabbed, I mean, for God's sake, they have grabbed the wrestling world by the balls right now. So they have grabbed their attention and they have made their intentions known to the world, and people are noticing them now more than ever. So they just need to fix that. That women's division needs to be fixed as soon as possible.
Yeah, totally. But I'm really confident that they're going to fix the things that actually are lacking of their bit of attention, because to be honest, they have a lack of attention right now from upper management. But I do believe they're going to do it eventually. They're going to give the women's more time and quality time.
Yeah.
Not just having women's matches because they have to have them.
Yeah,
but
not just to justify a bathroom break.
Exactly.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's what most of those matches are being used for. Anyway, I think we've covered a lot of ground here, and I think we've pretty much made it clear that we're not fans of Vince McMahon, or AKA the 5-year-old dictator with Aspergers.
So we're not going to be ranting at pretty much everyone like most of Marks do.
Uh-huh. Oh no! There hasn't been enough ranting in this podcast. Not enough. I just imagine some marks out there that like, you got to get that rants level up. I mean, those are rookie numbers. You got to get them up. Oh God. Anyway, I think this was fun. I think we buried that bridge with WWE.
Not that we wanted any bridge with them anyway. At the end of the day, they're not going to be knowing who we are, not even in a million years.
I don't know. I mean, this thing might grow. Who knows? There are a lot of podcasts that started very low budget, low level, and then they grew up to something bigger and better. I'm not saying that that's going to be our particular case, but at least we're giving it a go.
Oh, no, I don't say it because of that. I just say because they love to play ignorant.
Oh, yeah, that too.
It's just because of that, because at the end of the day, everybody who actually starts something, they want to grow. And we want to grow. Eventually, we will, but, shit.
I understand. But, again, we will never get an invitation to WrestleMania. I guess that's something we're going to have to live with. We're just going to have to live with that pain in our hearts, in our souls, that Vince hates us, or when he gets a win out of it. Because this is going to be out on the internet. Eventually, if he doesn't listen to it now, he will listen to it. If he's alive and able, 5-6 years from now from the future, this will be still there in the interwebs to grab, and then he listens to what the fuck did they call me? A fucking 5-year-old dictator with Aspergers?
I hate your guts.
Fucking let them rot outside. They will never get access to any of our guys.
I'm going to hire them just to say, you're fired.
And there's your justification for us calling you the 5-year-old dictator with Aspergers, and there goes the drag race between Vin Diesel and John Cena, he who shall not be seen. Anyway, this has been the Husky Bible Podcast number 5, aka the known as the 5-year-old. If we're bearding this dead horse right now. Yeah, the 5-year-old dictator with Asperger's episode. If you liked it, please subscribe. Listen to us. We're on the YouTube and the Husky Bible Productions YouTube channel. If you'd like to buy t-shirts, we have t-shirts there. Some of them may be wrestling related, some of them geeky. The links will be in the description of the podcast, both on the audio and video versions. We're available on Spotify, on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, and Castbox. So if you want to give us a listen or purchase something, help us out in some way, there's your options right there. So on behalf of me, Ariel, and on behalf of Harold, you want to say something to the people before we let them go and let them have lives?
We do what we want, damn it.
Okay. That was a 5-year-old dictator with Asperger's. And this was the Smart Nerd Podcast. And I hope you guys have a great day, night, or whatever, whenever you're listening to this. So take care, guys, and we'll listen to each other or see each other next week. Bye.